get recognised a lot in England?
A few times, yeah. It wasn't too bad though, luckily.
Right.
Yeah. You? Well, I suppose we went to the event, so.
Yeah. I mean, like it was weird. Like the biggest change I noticed this time was that since Trash Taste, you just get recognized of like a fuck ton more. Well, like I didn't know if like your audience was in England or like mostly in Japan.
Mostly in America and then England, I think.
Oh, mostly in America. Yeah. Right.
Oh. Should be me on that tour. Born Japan tour. Is this what we recorded? Yeah,
I guess so.
The Born Japan. You got the Trash Taste mega tour. Every American city. These guys come. It's gonna be fun. Then the Born Japan tour, like me in a room, like £5 a ticket, $5 a ticket. Like
£5 a ticket.
It's just like my hypothetical tour that I've just made up.
When are you going to do Journey?
In a hotel. Just like juggling in a fucking room.
I thought it was like your event coming up in the UK.
When are you going to do Journey Across America?
Journey Across America.
Journey Across America.
I'd like to. I'd love to travel across America. Natsuki and I did have some plans to do something the year that COVID was a thing. Kicked off, unfortunately. But he's just too much of a diva now. I think he's driving me mad. When we did Journey Across Japan, I could have killed him. Because I had heat stroke really bad and my ear was exploded. And every day it was just a nightmare. I'd be like, okay, let's get rolling. Who's ready? And then I'd be like, okay, Joey, Natsuki. And Natsuki had gone. Just disappeared. He's like, I need a toilet. And he didn't. He'd just go off and smoke like a packet of Marlboro cigarettes every like 10 minutes. Yeah. And he drove me so mad.
I had to keep calling him back to be like, all right, come on, we're going to film. We don't have time. Let's go.
We banned Natsuki from having smoking breaks. And then he was like, I need a toilet. And at one point, I watched him walk to the toilet. And then just as he reached the door, he'd like do a sharp left turn and just disappear. And he just drove me up the wall.
Like British construction, right?
Yeah. Shady devil. But... yeah, no. I'd like to go around America. I'll hear your review from your tour.
Yeah,
you can tell me which.
What would you do if I'm a hypothetical tour of Chris?
It's been me eating camembert in a room, trying the local cheese of every city.
Trying every cheese in America.
Like camembert mukbang on stage in every city.
It would be it. What's your local cheese in Oklahoma? I'll
sliced plastic.
We have that'll be my tour. Just me in a room, slowly but surely gorging on.
Well, since you did like UK content, do you think now that the like world's opening back up, you're gonna like do more outside of Japan? Now that there's an actual opportunity to do so?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I think it's not an exaggeration to say I've kind of done everything in Japan to some extent. Yeah, there's still a lot of things I want to do here, and I love this country, and I still want to travel it. But I do want to start looking at doing things outside of Japan more. And another reason I'm building up to this whole kind of wanting to get the fittest I've ever been before the end of the year is next year I want to focus on doing really big, crazy physical challenges. I've had this. I basically up until June this year, I just resigned myself to the fact that I'm 32 now. I'll probably just be unhealthy for the rest of my life, and then I'll die. The end. But and then having this wake up call and doing the cycling and the Spartan race and the boxing, all this stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be abroad in a body bag anytime soon. I can turn it around. I can get fit. I can stop eating camembert. There is a way out. And so, if this chess box thing goes smoothly, fingers fucking crossed, and touch wood, hopefully by December, complete with my six-pack, which I'll definitely have, and winning the chess boxing match and doing the Spartan race and the cycle, I'll be in a completely different sort of mindset and fitness level that I can tackle bigger challenges, like climbing, Kilimanjaro or Mount Everest, whatever. I don't know. I don't think I'll climb Mount Everest. There's people doing that already.
I mean, people who are physically fit still do that and die. So
yeah. Think of the views, Carl. Think of the views.
I died at the top of Mount Everest.
I think Everest is too controversial now. You can't climb.
Yeah, I don't want to climb Mount Everest. I'd like to go to the Everest base camp. I think that'd be kind of cool, just to see the mountain.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But I just want to undertake lots of sort of physical challenges and explore the world a bit more. Yeah, and open up in that regard. And that's what I want to sort of focus on a lot more next year. I'll still have Japan as my base, I think, but I'll be like, go off and
do crazy things.
Yeah, sail down the Amazon in a rubber dinghy, the Amazon River. Or I'm definitely going to die. I'm going to die, aren't I?
You said you don't want to be abroad in a body bag. I think you will be abroad in a body bag.
All I want to do is a Trash Taste special up Krakatoa. I want to climb it to the top. No questions asked. Let's go up Krakatoa. But I'm serious. I do want to do lots of really cool physical stuff that I never thought I'd be able to do. It sounds weird to hit 32, 33 next year and just sort of accept that, I'm just going to be unhealthy and not be able to get up the stairs. And to suddenly have this flip in mindset and be like, I'm going to get fit. I'm going to do everything I didn't think I could do. It's made things a lot more exciting and give me a sense of direction that I felt I haven't had the last sort of 8-9 months.
Sounds like you had your like early 30s awakening, you know?
I think I did. And
Is this a midlife crisis?
I don't ask. I didn't want to say that because I'm the same age.
That's midlife crisis.
I didn't want to say that.
With your health results, I think it could be a midlife crisis.
Next year, Chris is going to turn up to the studio in a Porsche. You know?
I think looking at my fucking health report, it was like, oh shit, this is not good. I have to turn around. And it probably is my midlife crisis. I probably am going to live to 64 if I'm lucky. So I do want to do all this stuff while I can, while I'm physically fit.
Yeah.
Because you never know what can happen. You know, you could hit 40, something could go wrong, and you won't be able to climb a mountain or whatever. So I want to do it now.
Yeah.
And also, people keep saying that even though Gant and I are the same age, Gant looks 10 years younger. So I want to reverse the trend. I want to look younger than Gant, despite both being 32
I think that's just the Asian genes.
That's just the genes,
so
man.
fucking young.
Look, when I hit like 50, I'm going to look like 80. You know, that's just how Asian genes work.
When I hit 30, I'm going to look 80.
But so that's the direction I'm sort of heading in, I think.
That's very commendable, I feel.
It's given me a sense of direction, I guess.
Yeah.
That right.
Because but during the Trash Day special when we went skiing together, right? That was
Oh yeah, you were fucked.
you were quite fucked.
Yeah, I don't know
Every
what
10
happened
seconds,
that day.
my knees are fucked.
Yeah, I don't know what happened that day.
Yeah.
Because we went skiing in January, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Niseko, right?
yeah.
And Niseko was
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
The skiing was good. I was on top form then with the skiing.
Yeah.
You claimed that I was lazy. I was just enjoying it at a leisurely pace.
You refused to do any.
Connor's like, we have to race to the bottom. It's a race to the death.
no.
I'm like, I just want to take in the fucking scenery.
You know, Chris was good. He's a good skier, right?
Yeah.
But Chris was being lazy because he didn't want to do reds, even though he's very, very capable of doing reds. You just didn't want to put the work in to do it. And we were like, we don't want to do greens all day, Chris.
It was like Luke's second day of skiing ever, and he was still going down reds.
Rolling down.
He was still going down them.
It's still technically going down, you know.
I wanted my fucking arms
There was like
intact
two
by the end
groups.
of it.
There was like the beginners and then like not the beginners.
Yeah.
And then Chris joined not the beginners for a day. And we were like, we're going to go down just reds.
I want to be top
Yeah.
of the bottom class rather than bottom of the top class.
That's you get. There you go. You've got Chris's mindset. He wants to be small, big fish, in a
small pond.
pond.
Yeah, big
That's
fish,
my
He
small
doesn't
pond.
want to be. Doesn't want to push himself.
But you and Manny are like really good skiers. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to keep up with you guys. And,
Yeah.
go on.
Yeah, because I remember when we were filming the special, the Trash Day special, I was just like on my ass for half the time. And somehow I still made it down the like first
you
hill
did really well.
before you because I looked up and I'm like, Chris is on his ass right now, sliding down. What's going on?
I don't know what happened that day. I don't know if the skis or shoes didn't fit, but I did really badly on the Trash Day special. It was like the worst skiing ever. My legs just were broken. There was something
I mean, it was the
wrong.
worst skiing conditions ever as well.
Yeah, but I'll also tell you what it was when you were going to get your skis, your rental
Oh,
skis,
yeah.
and the woman was like, "How much do you weigh?" And Chris was like,
lied. You just straight
80.
up lied.
and we're all just like, fucking down, fucking down.
That's some copium you
That
were
was the
huffing.
biggest copium you were huffing.
I was looking forward to the future. What I would have weighed. I
Chris
was
said
about
80 and we all turned.
And we're all
and
just
were
like,
like, what?
excuse me?
I was about 88 kilograms.
That's probably what it was.
I don't know, but I think the equipment. Honest to God, I think equipment was the problem, and I didn't warm up.
He's blaming the tools.
Don't blame the equipment. Those people were lovely who gave us the
Yeah.
equipment. That was
Yeah.
fine
Lovely equipment.
Fine
shit.
equipment.
But I failed really badly on that, and I wasn't happy. So
I mean, the snow was not snow; it was slush.
Yeah, it was not optimal
'cause we were in
conditions
April.
for sure. Yeah.
we were skiing down Mr. Slurpee, like fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was just like holes of grass.
Yeah.
That was, and if you fell, it was extremely painful.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
I would
definitely
know I
hurt
didn't.
yourself.
That falling nonsense. That was a good Trash Day special. So that was really weird. I remember you guys had been driving for sort of 4 or 5 days at that point.
Yeah,
We
right.
got to Yamagata Zao, and we met in the really nice ryokan. And I remember sitting with Gon over by the window talking about something serious, something profound, like the geopolitical situation in Eastern Europe at the moment. And then and then 30 minutes later, I was watching Gant roll a fucking snowman. Like, no, God, roll a fucking snowman, Gant, quicker. It's just the dichotomy of trash taste. Just watching this like snowman ridiculous sequence unfold and Joey rolling topless in the snow.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like, bloody hell.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's
Should've built a
trash
better
taste.
snowman.
That is
Should've built a
the
better
trash
snowman.
taste
Trash
experience.
taste.
You had the best snowman?
Me.
It was unfortunately.
I was the judge, wasn't
Yeah,
I?
Yeah, you were
the
the
judge.
Well, it's because mine was like like 3 times the size of theirs as well. They just Gant rolled the little thing and carved a little bit of a thing in it.
No, mine just looked like an abomination.
He had the most character, shall we say. Connor, the most like alpha male snowman. Fucking.
It was like, I genuinely felt I was pushing a boulder, trying to push that. And we didn't have gloves. We didn't have gloves.
No, we didn't have gloves.
Yeah, exactly.
And our hands were just numb.
Yeah, well, my body was kind of numb as well.
Losers.
What was the? Snowman aside. What was Snowman aside? What was the highlight of the Trash Day special? That one.
Yabasama?
Yabasami was really fun.
Horse riding?
Horseback archery.
Really enjoyed Hiroshima as well. Most of that was like just off camera though. That was just nice.
We're
just like experiencing the nightlife of Hiroshima was sick.
Hiroshima's got a really good nightlife.
Yeah, it was really sick.
Very seedy.
Yeah, very seedy.
And definitely segways on Tottori.
Segways on Tottori.
Someone fell off there.
We both did. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Unfortunately. But yeah, Tottori, the sand dunes were like absolutely incredible. But like the city itself was just like awful. It was like the most industrial city I've probably ever been to.
At least the yakitori was amazing.
Yeah.
The thing about the sand dunes is one of those things where in Japan there's a lot of things that are oversold. Right?
Yeah.
They're amazing. I remember I went to the Grand Japan Canyon in Aomori once, and it's just like a hill that looks shit. I'm like, where's the canyon? They're like, this is canyon. And I'm like, this is shit. It's not. And then they're like really clutching at fucking straws.
Yeah.
So I was like, Tottori sand dunes, it's going to be like someone's made a hill out of sand.
Yeah.
And you get there, and
Genuinely,
it looks incredible. And if you
crazy.
frame it right, I've often thought of doing like a short film there. You can make it look like the Middle East or something if you frame it right.
Yeah.
Like the Sahara.
The Segway people were telling us that because we weren't allowed to ride the Segways on the actual sand dunes. Because apparently they're really strict about what licenses they give out to anything to do with the sand dunes.
Well, it's not allowed to drone either, but I did anyway.
We asked
for permission to drone up there.
I just remember that like you weren't allowed to do pretty much anything on the sand dunes. You weren't allowed to.
It's like protected, right?
Yeah.
Well, I understand it is protected, but I think it would be cool if they let more activities, like more, especially if they like ran and run well. I don't really see why it would be a big issue, because like it was this beautiful sand dunes and there was nothing you could do on it. Even though there was clearly a bunch of
you can see it from a distance. That's
a bunch of demand for stuff to do on it. There's paragliding, but you weren't allowed to go on the sand. You had to take off right before the sand dunes.
Yeah.
It was just really weird. It was kind of a shame, really, because you felt like you have this amazing thing, and they didn't want to let anyone be able to like spend a day there. It was like, come drive here, then leave after an hour.
Go to our wonderful city and see the nothing.
It's a shame. It's because sometimes you think, you wish they were a little more lenient and kind of opened up to the idea of maybe letting some cool activities take place that are run by the government or run well.
How was the horse riding?
That was really cool.
That was
they were really awesome as well.
Yeah.
The people at the horse riding were so chill and were so welcoming. And I feel like that makes the experience 10 times better.
Oh god, yeah, exactly.
When you turn up and you're like, we got film permission, they're like, well, we still don't really want you here. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, they're like reluctantly,
that, right?
oblige.
Yeah.
I love horses.
Yeah, horses are great. Well, whose horse was the one that was like couldn't stop trying to sniff my horse's butt?
That was mine.
Yeah,
that was mine. Mine kept trying to overtake Connor's, and Joey's
mine
one
was on shrooms.
Joey's one had just like done a
good horse. You bastard.
Yeah. My horse just didn't move.
You want a horse that moves?
Yeah.
So we did. Yeah, so we did this archery contest, and I remember this as like I was just like recently going through the footage, and for like most of the targets, the horse was walking so slowly that when he got in front of the target, he just stopped and just
he was like, here you go.
He just stopped. I just let Joey aim.
All right, you done? All right, I'll go then.
I had this beautiful specimen
horse
of a
cheat
horse.
code. Slow down, horse. You're a beautiful horse.
It made me look like I was extremely racist, though.
What?
Because there was like this giant white horse with this white man riding on it, and it was just like, I can imagine a different time where this existed, this image.
I was like, of course, the white man is on the white horse.
Jesus. What do you think of the Stonehenge of Hokkaido?
Better than the real Stonehenge.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
That area is actually really cool.
Yeah,
the Maui heads.
The Maui heads were cool.
bro heads.
The bro heads. The Buddha there was actually like insane.
That's so cool.
That was like
Definitely the cool spot.
yeah.
Because we can have good hotels in Hokkaido. No, let's build a giant Stonehenge.
Yeah. That Buddha is really cool though.
Yeah,
I
it's
love
awesome.
that Buddha. And
Yeah, when you hit like the gong and you just hear like the sound echo and
The
you
whole
just
dome
see
just
this
echoing,
thing just
yeah.
when
looking
it
down.
was like snow on
Yeah.
I also want a free drink with my my fortune. Isn't that funny? I found it because they had like a fortune.
The
where you could-
omikuji.
Yeah, omikuji.
Yeah.
You get your fortune told.
And if you get daikichi, it's like
You get a
on the
free
back
drink
of
at
it. It
the
says like
cafe.
free drink at the cafe.
There's a cafe.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So you know when you walk into the Buddha thing, if you just turn right as you're leaving, there's a cafe, and it's this really minimalist cafe.
wow.
And then we walked in. I remember the woman was like, "What the fuck?" It was like 3 foreigners walked in, and she was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing here?"
That's what the Buddha would have wanted, wasn't it? A free drink. Bloody hell.
Yeah, I think the most random place we went to actually was this German theme park,
Oh, I know it.
Yeah.
I've been there.
which
Which was surprisingly a lot of fun.
it was a lot of fun, not because it had anything to do with like Germany, because you couldn't even get pretzels there.
Yeah,
you know?
you can get pretzels.
Yeah, you couldn't get pretzels there, so it's obviously like the first hurdle.
Yeah, and the food at the German theme park was like ramen.
and soba.
And it was like, oh yes, I love my German dish soba.
My dust curry
Yeah.
The
ramen.
beer was pretty good though.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
Then we ended up just like doing archery and just like
Go-karting.
Fucking archery was
go-karting.
on this trip. So much
who
archery.
did I nearly run off the road in my go-kart?
It was Joey. Yeah.
You were like on my ass.
I
the
kept getting
entire
impatient
time.
with Jay, so I kept ramming my go-kart into the back of Joey's go-kart.
But your cart, for some reason, was going like
I was-
way faster, and so I just happened to keep blocking him
the
off, and I almost
lucky
fucking spun out.
Cameraman and
Somebody had a lot of
manners.
luck on this trip. You got the best horse, the best go-kart.
Well, when I won
on
the-
Kuji with the free drink.
When I won the horse, nailed it, FPS, killed it. I got the 5-star hotel in Hiroshima because of that, and they had to sleep in the manga cafe.
Yeah.
They actually
Probably
slept
like the manga cafes. Though.
Yeah,
Oh,
he liked it.
Joey was having
yeah,
a
mate,
great.
fucking
Joey was
lovely.
actually having a
That
great
was like,
time.
That was like the 20th time I've ever done this. I'm just like, this is just another hotel for me.
Joey was like so excited, and we decided
I was just like, bro, this place
Yeah.
has got a fucking sauna.
Because
originally, fuck yeah.
originally it was meant to just be like one person who was staying in the manga cafe, and then we decided after the challenge that no, 2 people are staying in the manga cafe.
After Conrad won.
Yeah, after Conrad won. Surprise, surprise.
No. That's
Surprise.
not how it happened. It was something to do with like they hadn't the producers had
convenient.
blah, 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 whatever.
I thought
Yeah.
I thought it'd just be funny because Gant's never stayed at a manga cafe before,
Yeah.
so I thought it'd be
so-
funny for the video to get
Yeah, I
his
think
reaction.
Joey was like, "Let's
Yeah.
get Gant coming." You did
it
the
good?
what?
Huh?
Was it good?
I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I did the
so
worst, yeah.
it was surprisingly, it was like okay. It wasn't like I wouldn't choose to stay there.
No,
right, right. But like one thing I did notice is that like the everything was like leather and like dark, right?
Yeah.
I do not want to do like a blue light filter on that fucking place because
Could've borrowed mine.
the first thing I noticed when I sat down, I looked at the PC and there's this link, and one of the most used links was the pornography tab. And there was just like pages and pages of pornography, right? And so we do our filming bit and we're going to go to bed. And then I hear someone in the next room, right? And they provide headphones to everyone, but it's like the cheapest,
Clearly
like,
not noise canceling.
yeah, not noise canceling
my
headphones. So you can hear like kind of like static to like, and the walls were like paper thin as well, right? So you could hear everything. So all I heard was just like static noise coming from headphone next door, and just like, and I'm just like, oh my fucking
Sounds like
God.
Connor's favourite, Mummy Knows Breast.
Could be.
And
And you hear a very faint.
and I was just like, this is my life. I fucking hate Connor right now. This is I can't.
To be fair, for a 5-star hotel, it was more like a 3. I was kind of we paid so
Oh, God
much.
forbid.
Yeah.
We paid so much
Oh,
money
dear.
for that. We paid so much money for that hotel, and I felt like they mugged us off a little bit.
Well,
Which
don't
hotel
worry,
was it?
we saved the money on the manga cafe.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. It was,
Oh, did you want to swap, Connor? Why did you should have said so?
Well, because the whole point of the challenge was that we wanted to get the 5-star hotel because it sounds really cool on video,
Sure.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And there's only like one in Hiroshima.
Yeah.
I think it's the one above the station, and maybe the Hilton or something. And yeah, it was
Yeah,
just
I think
like
it was a Hilton, right? No, it was a Sheraton.
Yeah.
It was just literally like a normal 3-star. I don't
yeah.
really
Not
understand. It
Sheraton.
cost so much money.
Yeah.
And it was like, what the fuck?
One thing I did notice
But it
about
was good having that as opposed to
yeah, one thing I did notice about staying in a manga hotel is that just staying in a room with no windows completely fucks your body clock up so much. Because you wake up and it's like, is it 5 a.m. or is it like 11 p.m.? I have no fucking clue right now.
Oh my
I
God.
I remember because Gaunt woke up first because we were in the rooms next to each other.
Yeah.
And we were like, all right, we have to go. So Gaunt like knocks on my door. And apparently the first thing he sees is just me just fucking stumbling over and just being like, what time is it? I look like a fucking hermit because it's like when you wake up in a pitch black room, you're like, I have no idea what time it is. And you're just like, fuck. It's like,
He looked like I so wish I fucking filmed it because he looked like a gremlin just emerging from his cage. he just looks at me going, "Oh my god, what time is it?"
Oh my god.
Just like Joey, you're right, mate. You've been in there for 30 years, Joey.
Holy shit.